Watson's Models, and I am doing a continuation of the deuce and a half dump truck conversion that we did. It was an M342A2, which with the dump on it makes it a what? An M342A2. Lots of M numbers, right? So you're getting the scruffy side of me. I haven't shaved yet, but let me turn the camera around and show you where we left off. Well, I'm at the stage now where I'm working on the decals, and I did set myself up a little. I'm on a pivot chair here, so I've got the M422 project going on over here, and then the finished model I'll just swivel over here and do the decals, okay? And that way I don't have to keep clearing out space in the other table. But anyways, if you remember on the last video, I was, kind of had some complaints about the decals, and you can see some of the clear on there. And I just, man, the more I look at it, the more I just hate it. But I can't just go in and scrape it off because I'm going to repaint and everything else. But while I was waiting for some other things to show up, I did fabricate a bridge plate, which you can see right there. All right. And this lets the bridge engineers know how heavy your vehicle is as you're approaching. So the other thing is I took some pictures from Tim's truck and tried to recreate his winch chain assembly that he has on there. So I went into my Rodin M37 kit because my M37, my real one, does not have a winch. I went ahead and borrowed the hook right there. See that little plastic hook? Okay, from that kit because I won't need it now. I used some necklace chain that I got at your local Hobby Lobby. And then I took a tow rope piece from an old kit and just sort of cut off the loop and made some modifications to put the chain in there to kind of mimic what he's got going on. So that's what's happening there. You'll notice that I still have some more paint to do on the chain because it's, his chain is the same color as the vehicle. And I think that turned out really nice. Now, I had to order, it's really frustrated me, but I couldn't match the tire pressure 50s with the scrap decals that I had. So I had to go out and find a whole new set of decals from AFV Club, which came with, instructions and everything else, just for those two little TP50s. So, hey, it is what it is, right? If you want it done right, you got to do it right. So, now, on the hood and on the doors, the decals that I used were from this petting house. And the star, there's lots of different varieties of stars on there and everything. The problem is, and I have the same issue here with this next set, but I'm going to show you why I prefer this set, is the bleed through. Now, it might be hard to pick up on camera, but these decals, along with the original decals that came with this kit, have sort of a translucent, transparent feel to them, which means that the pigment on that white star is just not deep enough for me. So I went and I got this brand here. I don't know if I can focus in on that. What's that say? K4supply.com. They have this cool medical set, right? It comes with all the different bumper numbers and stuff, and I think you get like 4 sheets of this stuff. Very heavy material. Now, you do have to trim out your stars, but all you got to do is score it, go ahead and soak it, and then apply it. Now, that star, you can tell, I put it over the existing star that was there, and it is a much deeper, thicker, non-transparent white than what you're getting here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up the star here and on the door, okay? And then I am taking decals from a Tamiya Willys kit, and all the numbers that I need to complete the hood numbers are in this set. So I'll cut out the numbers individually. Basically, and I'll demonstrate how I do that because I'm just going to score them and then use the ones I need and slide them off. but this set gives me everything I need to do the custom numbers for his truck. All right, so let me get the camera positioned, and we'll just, I'll demonstrate a couple of things, and then we'll move on. All right, hang tight. Well, let me get a couple of stars cut, and we'll work from there. We'll get you some nice, sharp, detailed scissors. All right, at a minimum, you can get these cut out, and then you can score it with your knife. Now, on this particular sheet, I'm using what they're referencing as the 20-inch star. You'll notice on here, because they're trying to maintain accuracy for how things were produced back in the day, they tell you which one's the 20-inch, which one's 25, that kind of stuff, all right? So lots of options here, but I'm telling you, these stars, they are the bomb. So I'm definitely going to need 2 of those. And we're just going to cut those bad boys out. Well, they got those really close right there, don't they? I feel like I'm in grade school. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. X-Acto knife. You know what? I need a fresh blade. Get my handy dandy blade here. What is this slot anyways? Is that for used blades? Hey, that's for used blades, I guess. Okay, I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. All right, we need a sharp blade. Ooh, that's scary. Okay, get you a straight edge. I've got me a nice little teeny tiny straight edge here. I don't need this. I don't need this on it. I'm not doing any measurements. But humma. Let's see if this will zoom in. It will not, because I am doing the reverse camera deal. Hang on a minute. All right, I think we're cooking with some oil. So, I'm basically going to score from that corner out. And remember, we are not removing material, and I may as well do both stars. And we're just going to rotate, and I hope my big noggin isn't in the way. I'm getting as close as I can because I don't want to deal with all that extra stuff. You know what I mean, Vern? Go over there. And I'm just going to keep following this pattern around until I'm done. I'm going to try and see if we can capture this. I don't know if you can see the cut marks in there. Yeah, you can. But you can see where I've scored as close as I could get. All right, we're going to drop this whole decal in the water and let it sit. Now, because I'm an impatient man, there's nothing I can do about it except suck it up. It takes a long time for that decal material to separate. I've tried cool water, I've tried warm water, it didn't make a difference. So you just got to be patient, and that's that. All right, when it comes to these petting house decals, I mean, this particular set, I don't recommend it. I'm sorry. Unless you don't care about the bleed through on the white. What was the other set that I got? So far, the other sets that I purchased are working fine. Yeah, Anyhow, I'm going to start working on carving out the numbers that I need. I do not expect the camera to pick this up, but I mean, it's pretty clear. So when I did the last one, I let it sit for a while, and then I started to notice that the areas that I trimmed the clear pieces were, you know, they would just kind of separate and float away on their own. Some didn't. Here's another piece. Those are the things you don't need, right? So I like to be gentle. I'm going to use a brush. I'll get in here and I'll start kind of massaging the decal a little bit. And it probably doesn't do a damn bit of good, but it makes me feel good. So, yep, let it sit. But overall, I mean, the truck is great. It's a wonderful kit to build. And in fact, I chatted with Tim a couple days ago, letting him know where I stood on this thing because I was having problems with the markings. He was actually changing the clutch in this thing. So we're going to have a nice treat. He's going to visit us when he picks this up in this truck. I'll capture that on video so everybody can see it. It's a beautiful beast. Mother beautiful beast. All right, let's go in here and see if we have any. Let's see if we have any clear movement. No, you see what I mean? Oh, I take that back. That star is starting to come loose. Can you guys see that? I just need to make sure there's nothing attached to it. Yeah. Okay. We do have a don't do this to me, man. Get back on that paper. Okay, here's an example of where I didn't get into the corner well enough. I got all the rest of them okay. Come on, baby. There we go. Okay, put a little mark fit on that. I need to be able to manipulate it and move it around. And I'm going to put that right over the top of that bad decal. All right. Come on, you're moving on me. Figures. All right. Bring up the big guns. That looks good. That looks 1,000 times better than what we had. Okay. I just dropped my knife and almost stuck myself in the ankle. All right, got that dried off. I'm going to put another layer of that mark fit on there. I'll remove the excess that's on the paint area. We're just going to let that dude sit. Now, let's go over to the door. Let that sit a little longer. Do you see how much darker and brighter that white is? That looks so good. Now when this all dries, you know, I'm going to mask off the windshield all the way around the cab. And that's, you know, I'll mask off the wheels and stuff, and the stuff I don't want to get clear coated. And then we're going to do the clear coat. But I love those decals. Those are awesome. And just to show you what came in that kit, it came with, you know, military, police, provost, marshal, whatever. Lots of different markings, lots of different hood numbers. Look at all those tire pressure numbers. Cool. I didn't even notice that. More bumper numbers, you know, up in the 1/35th scale, or 36-inch stars. So this is a great, great kit. And somewhere I have, there was a guide that came with it. I don't know what I did. Oh, here it is. This guide, I don't know if you can see that in the video. Matter of fact, I might need to back out a little bit. Let's try. That's not going to work. Okay. Look, anyways, so Dodge WC-54 field ambulance, the different years, 41 to 42, 43 to whatever. So it tells you the exact placement of these things, and these things are made to scale. Same thing with the, check out the old, the Jeeps, the unit markings for the cars, registration numbers. There's all kinds of information about that. Placement on the vehicles, on the trucks, just bridge plates, military. This is a great, great decal set. Specific sizes of stars used on different vehicles as follows, and it lists all the cars and vehicles and stuff. Tank lettering, 10-inch stars. I mean, you see what I'm saying? And it's got all the... This is a wonderful set. So I'll put the... I'll get a screenshot of this stuff and put it in the video. All right. U.S. Army 4J6332. That is the hood number. And on his truck, that hood number begins right at about the halfway point, okay, of that air intake. So what I did was, I took the Willys decals, and we'll see if you can see this, but just like on the, is that going to work? Just like on the Star, I scored what I need out of there, okay? I'm sorry you guys don't have a good angle here. All right, there's my 4. You see that? Shit, almost. That J doesn't want to stick too well. All right. We're going to put a little bit of Solvaset on there. Let me see if I can tap this. All right, 4J6332. Not fun. We're going to let that dry for a little bit. I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. But before I do that, I'm going to put the U.S. Army on, let the Solvaset dry, and then I'm going to put another light coat of Mark Fit on top of it. hopefully to seal it. Solvaset's brutal. You got to watch out for that stuff, especially on small decals. It softens the decal to the point where it sucks it in to any crevice, crease, or whatever. So it does make the decal very soft and terrible. And that's why I was having problems with that number 4. So, yep. So let's just let that dry and be right back. Okay, that looks pretty good. Pretty good. All right, a little swipe of Mark Fit over that. And dab off the little extra. All right. Not too bad. Well, folks, we are in the home stretch. All the markings are on. Okay. Headquarters 23. Hood numbers. Star, all that stuff. I went ahead and gave this thing a coat of matte varnish. And what I use is, it gives, even though it says matte, it gives me a semi-gloss effect. And it's this product here. Patricia Nichols, whatever, Decorative Crafts Clear Acrylic Sealer, and it says matte, but that does not look matte, it looks semi-gloss. So yeah, I'm cool with that, man. It looks good. I hope Tim likes it. Now what I did do was I masked off the windshield, as you can see. Well, I don't know if I videotaped that or not. Doesn't matter. I masked off the top, and a little bit of that varnish got on the canvas, and so I came back with this Aircraft Colors flat clear. And this was one of the, you can see the guy has little plastic BBs or something in there. But this is one of the colors I got when I made a bulk purchase of paints from an estate sale. So what I did was I doubled back on the canvas with the flat clear to give it that flat finish compared to the semi-gloss on the vehicle. So it looks good. Now what I'm going to do is going to use some of this right here. This is your replacement product for future floor wax. This will last me a lifetime. All right. It's an ultra gloss polish that I'm going to use to touch up the headlights. I don't think I'm not going to put any on the bridge plate, but I am going to do the headlights with this stuff. So without further ado, that is nice and shiny. Camera, I don't think the camera's going to pick that up, but I'm just coating the lens with this. Put a little bit of that on the marker light. I don't know if the lighting will show that, but super glossy headlights. That looks awesome. Okay, I'm going to put a dab on the reflectors. I'm basically just touching the reflectors. I'm not even... That looks good. Now the side mirrors, I'm going to put a coat of this stuff on the side. What is that? Just to add a little bit of shine. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. I think we're going to call this one done. But not until I come in here and doll up that strap right there. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out on this journey. Yeah, good stuff. I'm a huge fan of Andy's hobby headquarters. All of my 16th scale stuff comes from him, including a couple of t-shirts. But you know, like he says on his t-shirt, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy models. That's the same thing. Thanks for watching. Now get out there and build a model. Put a part on it, work on it, do something, but don't let it sit. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a wonderful weekend.